It's Thursday, 8 p.m. We are back. It is another episode of the Golden V podcast, joined by my regular co-guest contributor, whatever you want to call him, Brett Mydske, captain of the Vancouver Warriors. 2 days before the Vancouver Warriors take on the Las Vegas Desert Dogs for their second game of the season at home at Rogers Arena. Obviously, this is the first game for the Desert Dogs this season. So let's just dive right in here, Brett, because I was doing a lot of research the last couple of nights, and there's been a few changes to this Desert Dogs team in the offseason.
Yeah, I think us and the Desert Dogs were the busiest people in the off season acquiring free agents. Um,
Yeah,
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 they got a couple of key pieces from Buffalo. They got Mitch Jones. Um,
yeah.
so so yeah, they're definitely gonna have a revamped team.
Yeah, and I was looking doing some interesting fun stuff too, and I was doing some research because I was trying to find out how many salmon bellies from that Man Cup roster uh, were going to be in this game on Saturday night, including yourself and obviously Mitch as well. And I was trying to figure out like who played in that Man Cup and look at the salmon bellies last roster, that was posted on their website to try and think of how many guys ended up. And then I noticed actually that Justin Getty had been cut by the Dogs a couple of weeks ago, and they're obviously committing to Caleb Kahn, the rookie, who we're going to talk a little bit more about. And then I'm trying to remember who their other keeper is going to be on Saturday night. Thank you, thank you. So yes, that was my one. That was my one little experiment. What did you think of that? Trying to see how many newest
Off the
Mister
top of
Salmon
my
Belly.
head, geez, I'd say at least maybe eight. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
know. There's
gone
quite
through
a few, right? There's quite a few. So that's
yeah.
an interesting storyline of this game. And I was doing a little research on that, obviously thinking about Miss Jones, being one of them. Uh, and, you know, just how that would affect the outcome of the game. I was trying to think of who else I found on there. Another guy actually that the Dogs picked up is Tony Malcolm from Philadelphia, who's
Yeah.
obviously going to strengthen their transition game. Right, 8-year resume, 95 goals, 95 assists, 704 loose balls. But let's talk about a few other things first, because I got a number of things to discuss with you tonight. Let's go back to game one, because that was an interesting game. I was at that game, obviously. Probably not the results you guys wanted, and definitely not the start you guys wanted.
No, I mean, I think at the end of the day, we would have liked to come into this game 1-0, but obviously that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, the game itself, it was a tight, low scoring game for the
yeah,
most part. I think it was more of a special teams. I think we scored all our goals on special teams
yeah,
or transition. I don't think we got a 5-on-5 goal, and
yeah.
we ended up going to the box too much. I
Yep.
think we got seven penalties, and we struggled at face-off dot. But um, I thought there was a lot of good things coming from it too. I thought defensively we were pretty good. Our power play
Yeah.
unit, I think
Yeah.
we're over 50%, but
Right.
we gave up a couple 6-on-5 goals and two
Yeah.
power play goals, and
Yeah.
um, but we got a lot to build up.
Yeah. And there's a couple things that I caught the Donnie and Dolly interview yesterday with Kurt, right? And one of the things that he highlighted that I thought was kind of interesting was the fact that you guys took yourselves off the power play 3 times, the lack of discipline.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's something that I
it's
think
tough
you
to do.
guys, yeah, and I think it's something that you guys did last year down the stretch that you were very good at not doing, taking undisciplined penalties. And obviously, let's address something else that you and I had talked the previous time you were on. And I heard Kurt give an update yesterday, but Alex Stathakis is not going to be back now until February. It sounds like, according to Kurt. So you guys were 4 for 20 the first game in the faceoff circle.
Yeah, we missed him big time. I mean, look at last year, how good he was as a rookie, and
Yeah, yeah,
I expect whenever he's back, he's going to pick up where he left off and be even better. But in the meantime, we've got to do our best to battle and try to win some faceoffs without him.
yeah. Is there anybody like? I mean, you know better than I do, right? That's why you're here. Who's on the team can take faceoffs? Because I remember hearing Kurt's post game comments after that game where he said, we could throw someone like Owen Grant in there who is absolutely exhausted.
Yeah, I think we tried Owen Grant and Reese Scally's last game. I'm
Yeah,
sure we're going to mix it up this game. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out in practice tomorrow who he's got in mind.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I had a few more notes about that game too from just looking at some of my notes here. I mean, obviously, one thing that struck you guys too was that run by Colorado in the second half, right? Like you start the second half with, Dixon's power play goal, then a power play goal by Adam Charalambides, and you're thinking, okay, we're kind of cooking here, right? Sitting at 4-3, but then five straight Colorado goals. That 5-0 run that hit you guys early in the third quarter seemed to really kill you guys, I thought, for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it was tough. And I mean, hats off to Colorado. They played a good defensive system. We had a hard time generating scoring opportunities from the outside. So when your outside
Yeah.
game's not working, it's
Yeah.
hard to develop an inside game. And Wardo and their D played good. So
Yeah. And I mean, I sort of felt like in spots I didn't know if maybe the offense was really keying that well because I didn't think at some points Ward got really pushed that hard. I can't remember which shots or which plays, but I sort of felt like, I mean, Christian was great, obviously, right? I mean, he did allow 10 goals, but I thought sometimes the Warriors offense maybe didn't push Ward hard enough or get enough traffic in front of him. But that's just my thought, right?
yeah, I mean, I don't know what the shot total is. I don't think we got 50 shots. I mean, I don't think Colorado got too many shots on net either. Maybe it's
They
just
didn't.
first
They
game of the
didn't. Let's
year,
take a
and
look here.
it was one of those games. But yeah, I think anytime we try to limit teams to 50 shots, and we
Yeah.
want to try to get 50 to 60 shots on net.
Yeah, it was 46-46 for you guys and Colorado. So the shots were even. But then you guys pushed back a bit too, right? Adam Charalambides' goal, Jesse King's shorthanded goal, and then a shorthanded goal by Keegan Ball made it close. But then Colorado got another two. So it felt like you guys were kind of like the momentum was kind of going back and forth, right? And we talked a lot in the past about lacrosse being a game of runs, right? And sort of making those plays off that fast break, and then it felt like you guys might have actually been able to come back, and then obviously Colorado gets a couple more.
Yeah, we got momentum. I think we tied it up for a brief period of time, and then they went on a couple goal run, but it was a close game, and we like our compete effort. It wasn't a lack of effort, but I mean,
No, I don't think that was the case either, actually, and I think Kurt's post games comments reflected that as well. I didn't see for lack of effort. I just didn't see the same usual home fire I saw from you guys down the stretch. That kind of intensity, especially in the first quarter. The last 4 or 5 home games, right, where it was really evident, and the game against Rochester in the playoffs too, where you guys really set the tone. And I felt like you guys, those games, like you were really like keying the play, right, and the momentum. I didn't sense that as much maybe that Saturday night.
I think I mean, effort alone is not going to win you lacrosse games. You need the combination of effort and execution. So we just didn't execute enough.
Yeah, and it's too bad, right? Because I mean, it was still a fun game to watch, and it's you guys have come such a long way in the last couple of years. But there's some good things there too. I mean, Keegan Ball with 7 points, right? A goal and 6 assists. Obviously, Jesse King with 4 points, Adam Charalambides with 2 goals. So there was some real positives there as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the world class offense. We got the best goalie in the league, and we got a stellar D. So
yeah, you do.
I know it means in panic mode or anything like that, and we're just
I don't think
trying to get better.
No,
week.
but let's let's look at some more stuff too for Saturday night, right? I mean, obviously, a couple things to talk about. I had a good laugh at the teddy bear toss. Not just the teddy bear toss, but it's the first inaugural Vancouver Warriors teddy bear toss, right? So that's kind of a cool storyline that's, I guess, been put out there for Saturday's game.
Yeah, who does Vancouver Giants do the teddy bear toss?
They do, because I've been to their teddy bear toss game. And I was just going to say that, actually. That was one thing that was interesting, was the teddy bear toss for the Giants, but it's your first inaugural teddy bear toss. And I was just looking at it on Instagram, and I was laughing at Timber's video because he's like, only throw stuff at the start of the third quarter. Do not throw things on the floor the rest of the game.
Yeah, no,
I thought, oh boy, this is going to be fun.
With the amount of kids that come to our games.
I know. I know. Okay, let's keep moving here because I had a good chuckle at the Timbers. Like, no, 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 nobody throw it. I'm like, okie dokie.
They were going to throw them all.
Yeah, and obviously one thing that's going to be really important about Saturday's game too, it's going to be First Nations night, right? Because it's something that happens every year. The Warriors do a series of theme nights. I've done a lot of research. I've learned more about the history of, the game of lacrosse, and calling it the Creators Game. And I know Kurt's made reference to it and some post game comments in past years, and reference to sort of the influence of First Nations. Right? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a special night. I mean, lacrosse has such a rich history, especially in that culture, and I think
Yeah.
it's one of those things where I think a lot of people are kind of understanding the history of lacrosse, but there might be some people in the stands that might not. So it's important to attend and see the ceremony, and maybe everybody can learn from a night like that.
Yeah, and it's interesting too, right? Because we talked about this, I think, off the air before. Alex Bouquet is on the practice roster for the uh, Las Vegas Desert Dogs. Pardon me. He is an ex Vancouver Warriors goaltender, an ex um, Saskatchewan Rush goaltender, and I had attended some Indians games. I told you that last time, the North Shore Indians lacrosse games, and Alex was walking around the arena. So obviously he's participating in those games as well. He wasn't playing last time I saw him play. Um, was for Burnaby Lakers, probably in the WLA in 2024.
Yeah, I think he played Senior B this year, but I saw pretty sure they have three goalies on their active roster right now.
Yeah,
So I don't know if he'll be suited up or whatnot, but yeah, he'll be in attendance playing on the field, or he'll be scratched. We'll see.
yeah, and obviously some other old friends on that team too, right? Because Terrell Hammer Jackson was here for a while. There's another new Westminster Salmon Belly this season. Obviously, Terrell signing as a free agent with the Dogs, I believe, last year, right? So I was just looking at some new acquisitions for this team and looking at who's in their lineup. Um,
Brendan Goodwin was with the Warriors at one point too.
Yeah, that's right. And obviously, Jonathan Donville is a guy you always need to watch on offense anyway.
Yeah, he's a cornerstone for that offense for sure. He's kind of like
Yeah,
their quarterback on their right side.
yeah. And then obviously, looking at Drew Belgrave playing defense for the Desert Dogs as well. A couple other interesting notes, too, I want your comments on before we wrap it up. Obviously, Vancouver beat the Dogs in Las Vegas on Valentine's Day this past year, 12-8. I'm just looking at some stats I pulled off the Las Vegas website. 7 all-time meetings between Las Vegas and Vancouver. Warriors winning 5 of the first 6. The Dogs beat us January 20th, 2023, 15-14. Any other thoughts on the game? Who else is standing out for you?
They picked up Chase Fraser. I mean, if you kind of Google his
Oh, I did.
goals in the NLL, they're
Oh, I
all
did.
kind of highlight reel goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Kluche, obviously Mitch
Yeah. Chris
Jones.
Kuche, yeah.
Yeah. No, their offense is going to be dynamic. They're super athletic. They can put the ball in net from anywhere. So as a defender, it's going to be a fun matchup. You always want to kind of play against the best caliber you can.
Yeah, and they struggled so much last year as a team, right? They're the worst team in the NLL. So I was watching some of their games. I'm like, oh man, they just got brutalized a couple of games that I saw on TSN. So it's kind of like anywhere, like they're moving up, right? Obviously, with the acquisition, of some of the players we mentioned. Did we mention Kyle Killen as well? Because I thought he used to play for the Warriors.
Yeah, he played for a number of years with us. Do you remember him when you're watching the games? What kind
Yeah,
of
I
player
do.
he is? Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
sharpshooter. He's got probably one of the best shots on the team. So
yeah. That's going to be tough.
he loves
It's going
dunking
to be,
from behind the net too.
yeah. Yeah, it's funny, right? Because I think there's high expectations, like we talked about for the home opener, that you guys would get the win, but Colorado usually beats us. So now you got a revamped Las Vegas Desert Dogs team in for this game. So probably not going to be an easy game, right? I mean, there's never any easy games, but this is going to be another early test for
No,
you guys, even though it's only game 2.
absolutely. And this is their season opener too. It's kind of weird going third week into the season and they haven't played a game yet. So
Yeah, that is weird because you guys had a bye the second week too, right?
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, you haven't played for 2 weeks as well. So any other last thoughts before we wrap it up?
no, excited. It's going to be a special night, like you said, with Indigenous night at Rogers Arena. So uh, hoping for a good crowd. You know, it's tough this time of year, but our crowd's been amazing all the time. So
Yeah.
all the guys are looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I think it's the Canucks aren't doing very well this year, and I think this is a better value ticket wise. I think the Warriors are now the better team than the Canucks are in terms of they're playing in the standings, right? And you're getting a good 60 minutes of action for like a third of the price.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the Canucks tickets not quite on par with the Warriors tickets, eh?
no, they are not. All right. Well, thanks, Brett. I appreciate you doing this as always. We'll talk to you soon, and good luck on Saturday night.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks.